Major Slack Attack.
But yeah, hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the MajorSlackAttack here. First off, for titillating tactical gaming. This is it. This is the big kahuna. We're going to go in and face the boss monster at the end of Borderlands The Pre-Sequel. Two of them, in fact. The Sentinel and the Imperial Sentinel. The second of which is a hellacious fight. Especially if you have no legendaries like I do now. Which is unusual for me. I never realized how tough the Imperial Sentinel is if you don't have any legendaries. This is the first time I've had to face one with no legendaries. Just average weaponry. My first time through the game, at this point in the game, I had over half a dozen legendaries. I actually had two, not one, but two ZX1 lasers of different levels. I have my pick of ZX1 lasers, so if you got a ZX1 laser, pretty much both these bosses are a pushover. But if you don't, you gotta face the music the hard way. So here we go. I'm gonna face the music the hard way. I've since I did my run through Elixir initially and then discovered the vault, I've exited the game. You can do this. You won't have to go through the whole rigmarole of running counterclockwise around this map. All you have to do is shoot down a few opening enemies there, go up, kill the Alpha at the end, do in those turrets, and possibly at that point you can go into the middle circle and there'll be a ramp right there letting you up to the super inner circle, which gives you access to the vault right away. So just take a couple of minutes, actually 3 or 4 minutes, and you're up at the vault. And you may have to do in an Elder Alpha or Alpha Superior at the top. But that's it. I believe that happens if A, you go to Concordia and come back, or B, if you exit the game and come back after discovering the vault. Here's this new SMG, this Scav SMG. I won gambling, if you're wondering why I don't have any money. It's because I gambled it all away in a bid to try to get some better weaponry. What am I going to use against the Sentinel? Right there you saw one of them, Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse. This thing will last throughout the end of the game. It's great. It's probably one of the best things you could take up against the Sentinel, largely because it recovers your health. So even though it's not that great on damage compared to other leveled weapons at this point in the game, it recovers your health, and with Maelstrom and Storm Weaving, it really performs well. So Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse is going to use that to take down the Sentinel's shield and the Imperial Sentinel's shield. And then when it gets down to their health bars, I'm going to use either this great Hyperion shotgun, which I've been using, this purple Hyperion shotgun, and for the Imperial Sentinel, I'm going to use the rocket launcher all the way. Just heavy duty, hardcore, bring out the big guns. Rocket launcher. Skills. I have 1 point Maelstrom, of course. I have Storm Weaving maxed out. Well, 4 points of Storm Weaving. 1 regular point and 3 bonus skill points. So my elemental effect chance is 100% now. That's really going to help out Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse. In Athena's middle skill tree, I forget what it's called, but I have Gun Kata maxed out, and I have Omega Saint Shu maxed out. And in the first skill tree, I have forgetting the name of the skill. Let's just look it up in the game guide here. First skill tree, Ephitus. I have Ephitus maxed out and Hold the Line maxed out, and I have 1 point in Prismatic Aegis. Okay, so here's a rundown of all my skills that are active right now. And there you go. As you can see, the ramp up to the inner circle is open, so you don't have to run around. Like I said, work our way all the way around counterclockwise again. So now I just want to get some ammo. Short on the cash, so I'm going to loot as much as I can before I buy some ammo. The Sentinel. The Sentinel, this is the way it works. His shield recharges 3 times, okay? You take down his shield, and then he'll do a little like animation, and then his shield will recharge again, full up. Then you take it down again, and does a little thing. His shield recharges again. You take down his shield a 3rd time, and finally at that point it stays down. Then you can start working on his health bar. And he's kind of like this little guy that bops around all over the arena, along with other minions. All right. So any good shock weapon, like I said, with these skills, Maelstrom and Storm Waving, and a good shock weapon, preferably Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse, because it will recover your health. You can use that all the way on his shield, and just keep remembering to swap out Miss Moxie's Vibra Pulse, like swapping in and out to keep Storm Weaving active, which may be a little problematic amidst all the chaos, but you know, do the best you can, and that will bring down his shield very quickly. Then I'm going to be using I'm going to show it just before I go into combat, this purple Hyperion shotgun, which has a slack rating of 3640. Once again, slack rating is damage times fire rate. Okay, gives you a kind of like a more accurate stat, if you will, of how much damage per second you're doing. Okay, so instead of just looking at damage, look at damage times fire rate. Right, so damage times fire rate equals a slack rating of 3640, which is really high at this point in the game. That's what I'm going to use to bring down his shield. Strike that. That's what I'm going to use to bring down his final stage, his health bar. Alright? And that's it. Save my rockets. I got a full rocket launcher, full scav rocket launcher. Save those for the Empyrean Sentinel. And I'm also going to throw in a Tesla. Start off with a Tesla. Up here, this OFA may or may not respawn. In practice runs, I've noticed that. I'm not sure what the criteria is. This time it did respawn. OFA Superior or Elder OFA or whatever this thing here. Down she goes. I'm assuming it's a she. Down it goes. There you go, that's it. So we have access to the vault again. See the entrance just around the corner there. So now, here we go. Here comes the big kahuna. Usually I put a sniper rifle in slot number 1. I only really need 2 weapons though. I think I might actually put the Vladov sniper rifle up in slot number 1, just in case. Right now I'm looking for that other shock laser, which I sold to do some more gambling. Because I had this idea to swap back and forth between Miss Moxie's and another shock laser. So that idea. Anyways, I don't really need it. This isn't going to be much good. There we go. So there's the purple Hyperion shotgun I was telling you about, 3640 slack rating. Really taking my time here. This is actually a practice run I recorded that I decided to dub in commentary to. There he goes there. The Vladov sniper goes in the top slot. I don't think I used it. Kiss of Death goes in the grenade mod slot. And that's it. We're ready to rock and roll. Alright. Quit stalling, Slack. Get in the war. I think I'm saying a prayer here. There we go. Okay, here we go. The Sentinel. Guardian of the moment. Okay, it's game on. Out goes the Tesla. As you can see, Miss Moxie's Viper Pulse made short work of his shield. Now watch that. At this point, he's going to slam the ground with a shockwave kind of thing. It zapped me, anyways. I totally forgot about that. He does that every time you bring down his shield. And of course, with both these bosses, I go hard after the Sentinel and the Empyrean Sentinel. I don't bother with the minions at all. Leave them flying around for second winds. There's no point in trying to kill them. Keep them, you know, like taking damage. So you can slam the ground this time. Remember, there he goes. So the shockwave didn't get me that time. His Moxies to go after his shield again. And I knew I was close to death, so I whipped out the Kiss of Death. Just in case I couldn't get a second wind. And there we go, his shield is down for the third and final time. Now we can go after his health bar. He's going to slam the ground again with his staff. Make a shockwave. Managed to escape it that time again. And now I'm going to go after him with a shotgun. And then I kind of panicked. I don't know why I did this. And I said, oh no. And whipped out the rocket launcher. And then said, wait a minute, no. I don't want to do this. I want to save all my rockets for the Empyrean Sentinel. Because there's no opportunity to get more ammo in between these two guys. So then I kind of, you know, man up and go back to the shotgun. Here's something I never did this before. Using ground slams on the Sentinel. Let's take a close look here and see if it has an effect. No, I don't think it has an effect. But hey, it makes you feel better. And that is it. The Sentinel is down. I want to thank you all very much for watching. See you next video when we take on the Empyrean Sentinel. Alright? Slack is out. Hey you, we got an offer you no cannot refuse.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Subscribe!
Okay, now technically speaking, that's not an offer, that's an order.
Kiwi,
Yeah?
comment je veux dire, shut the fuck up.
Okay.